Ooh, that thing good. So good. So good, right? All right, family, good Monday morning. Let's jump in. Let's take the day. Let's get after it.
In the day, I am taking the day. Taking the day,
All right, everybody, I'm so glad you joined me this morning. Today, we're going to be talking about challenges versus opportunities. We're going to be digging into that a little bit. But before we start, let me start by saying thanks for joining. I always want to appreciate you guys for tuning in, for checking out what I'm going to be talking about today. And if this is your first time viewing, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you see something here that actually motivates you and inspires you to live a happier, healthier life. I hope that you see something here that encourages you, that makes you say, you know what, today, what can I do today that's going to help me grow, that's going to help me be more authentically me, that's going to help me have the life that I love, a life that I want. So I hope that you hear something here that does that for you. That said, I believe in jumping right in. If you don't have your coffee, get it, because I've got mine. She's serious about that thing too. It's real. It's real. Okay, so in talking about challenges as opposed to opportunities. Right now, because I like to give you a story. I don't give you anything. I don't present anything to you that's not real for me. If it's not real for me, then hey, it best to have come through divine impartation, right? So here's what I'm working with this week. I present to you what I'm working with this week. Right now in my life, there are a lot of challenges. And it almost feels like when it rains, it pours. Like it feels like it's one of those seasons where it feels like one thing after another. So let me give you an example of the challenge that I'm dealing with. 2 years ago, we invested in gutter guards. Now, I have an older home. It was built in the 60s. It's a 2-story, colonial house, whatever. So we purchased the gutter guards so that we don't have to ever clean gutters again. And we, paid the price to have this thing installed on the house. And it did not function appropriately. And it caused 2 windows on the front of my house to rot. And not only those 2 windows have rotted, but the front door has rotted as well. So now we have to replace, and I have real wood windows and real wooden doors. To replace a door and windows is significant. Like, it's pricey. And we still have to do the gutters. We have to replace the gutters, right? So that's the challenge that we're dealing with. And so instantly I'm frustrated because I'm just not in that place. I'm not in a place where I'm not trying to repair, I'm trying to improve. So having to repair when you're trying to improve and remodel and build up an older home, well, that's like a setback. Y'all, it's a setback. It's a setback. It's how it feels to me. But you get to choose how you feel about things. That's my point number 1. You have the opportunity to choose how you feel about every situation that presents itself in life. And you have the opportunity to choose whether or not every challenge, obstacle that comes your way, you look at it as a problem or you look at it as an opportunity. Problem, opportunity. Choice is yours. You get to choose how you view the challenge that has come your way. So I've decided I'm going to look at this job as an opportunity. This challenge, this problem is going to be an opportunity. I'm going to use it as an opportunity to enhance and improve my home and make my home more authentically me. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to improve my house. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. But just because you decide to look at something as an opportunity, that does not mean that there are not obstacles that come with that decision. The obstacles still exist. While you have changed your perspective, which is important, because by changing my perspective, y'all, what I'm doing is I'm changing how I relate to the challenge. There's power in how you connect to what's happening in your life. Do you connect as a victim? Or do you connect to the issues and the circumstances of your life from a place of victory? See, an empowered person says, you know what? It's a problem, but I'm up for the challenge and I can figure it out. A victim sees it and says, this gonna take me out the game. I may as well give up now. Child called Pook them had him set the house on fire. I'm gonna cut that part out because I did say have Pook them set the house on fire. I don't know Pook them. We just gonna stop right there. Cut. Back to the positive message at hand. What I'm saying is, clearly, is that what you have to do is operate from a place of power or operate from a place of weakness. You choose which way you want to approach your issue. Now, the obstacle in this issue is finances. Why? Because to replace gutters, front doors, windows on a house, you are well in the thousands of dollars. I'm not talking about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000. I'm talking you 10 and up. You know, your negotiation range, you're negotiating pretty steeply between $10,000 to $20,000. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have no spare 20 running around. Just spare. Just, okay, I'm going to give you that 20. You just had that, you know. You had this spare 20. Now, if you got it, you want to share it, give it to me. My Cash App is $ Angela Calloway. Feel free. Feel free. You can help us out. I'm taking all love, offerings, donations, consecrate, whatever, what you got on the deal. If you know somebody got some windows and some doors, point being, I have to figure out now, how am I going to pay for this? Am I going to go get a small loan? Am I going to go get a loan, home loan, and then I can go ahead? Am I going to take out a mortgage on the house? What am I going to do? Am I going to take out a mortgage on the house to pay for this? How am I going to now pay for the repairs that are needed on the house? And if I'm going to go ahead and start trying to move money around to pay for this and get this paid for, what else do we need to get done? Let's just get everything done since we have to do a bigger project. Which creates another issue. School is starting, and I try to do projects on the house as much as possible in the summer, because when school starts, the hectic starts. You got school, you got your after school extracurricular activities, and now you're trying to do home projects while the kids are in school. And that's a challenge and an obstacle within itself. So trying to figure out what's the right way to approach this opportunity for home improvement is the answer. It is a part of the challenge. You have to do that. You have to figure that out. You have to stop and say, how do I fix this? That's where the rubber meets the road. That's where I will spend my energy and am spending my energy in how do I move this needle forward? What's the best way forward? That's where your energy should be. Your energy should be in what's the best way forward? What's the best way for me forward? What's the best way for my life forward? What's gonna make the best life decision for me? If we decide we want to move next year, what's the best decision for that if we choose to move? You're trying to figure out the best path forward for you. That's where you want to spend your energy. Now here's why. Because you know I got to give you the why behind the what. Here's why you have to do that. Because no matter what comes up in your life, you are choosing with every decision whether this will be a tool, an opportunity for you to live a more authentic, happier, healthier life, or you are choosing to be boxed in and held back by challenges. Which do you want? Do you want to be the person that's held back and limited by the challenges and the obstacles that present in your life? Or are you the type of person that overcomes the challenges that presents themselves? Are you the person that chooses to live more authentically? Who do you want to be? Choose ye this day whom you will be. Are you going to be the victim or the victor? The choice is yours. I want you to have a fantastic Monday. Get after it. Take the day. Take the life that God has already given to you in abundance. I wish you the best. New episodes every Monday. I'll see you next week. Have a great day. Mwah.
Taking the day I